Hello, internet friends. This is Too Old for Gaming, and today I'm playing a 10v10 on Tannenberg, and I will be working through this forested area with a couple other players. I'm launching a couple different attack groups, or actually defense groups, one up here, one down here, and I am playing as 4A Alpina. So I have a platoon here with a recon car, Panzerschreck, heavy machine gun, and mortars, and they're going to try to defend this spot so there's not a breakthrough. And I'm facing up against 4 T-85s, bringing in some 20 mil AA, and I have another group that's going up. I'm going to try to get them through the forest up here. We got more recruits and AA, and bringing a leader card with them. The leaders actually have discipline, so they will end up removing all the negative effects of a disheartened squad and make them fanatical, which is nice. I have snuck in a recruit squad up here who is attacking the Calrissian motos, but they're absolutely getting trounced by T-34s. So to them. Up here to the north, I've got my group here, and again, as I mentioned, I was going to try and make a push through here. I've got a machine gun set up. I'm bringing in 75 mil AT guns, and right now the heavy machine gun is firing at these motos over here, but he has a decent group over here, and these Alpini recruits are going to get destroyed. We've got some 105 set up in the back, and there is a large group of disheartened troops moving forward from Showtime over here, and pretty aggressive. They have a ton of Pioneer over here. So I'm not sure why the MG42 is first. Looks like they are shelling my farm, and my heavy machine gun's pinned down. Panzerschreck does take 1 point of damage, and the machine gun is destroyed. Now, in here, these guys haven't been spotted yet. He's moving his T-34 forward, but it looks like we have a Panther who will be coming in here shortly. And my mortars are pinned down, but the Panzerschreck is still up. Fire blowing up the MG42 out in the open, but we have an off map coming in here in 40 seconds. T-34 85's moving forward without infantry support. Let's see if my Panzerschreck can take him down. Strikes in the first hit. He is destroyed. I have moved up a 75 here, trying to get him into view, but we also have a Panther down here who's attacking these T-34s, and he's still taking fire. This Panzerschreck, so I'm trying to keep him out of the building and hidden, as he still has another T-34, and he's getting spotted from both sides here. Get a side shot with the 75 and kill the shooter here. And then he is destroyed. I believe that was by the Panther. My 45 millimeter mortars are now in range, so I'm going to try and shell these guys here, I think. Or maybe it's the Dozor. Let's see. Shelling nothing. Recon car is destroyed. And we have a Pac 36 moving in. I have another 75 mil here. I was going to try to get to cover this area. T-35 is retreating, and I know this Panther D is going to do a lot of work. Plus we've got a 50 mil here. So these guys up top, I still haven't given them the command to move forward, but I will be pushing them, as I mentioned earlier, through that line, moving another AT gun over there. We've got a Pac 40 right here, and I just have light AA, so not super useful. Looks like this off map, cut these guys down a bit. He's able to move the scout car forward without being spotted by AT. That's interesting. So I've managed to keep this group alive over here somehow. Let's check to see what's going on in the woods. I don't think we're going to do well here. Stasi against Poftos. Not a good idea. And down here to the south. Looks like a bit of a stalemate. I hate this flag from red. It's so hard to defend. Especially when you're facing King Tires. So, just kind of got to push back and forth here. He's bringing his Pioneery back in. Moving up with his Harten troops. And the Panther is retreating from the artillery fire. Moti spotting my mortar somehow. Let's see if I can suppress him before he dies. And he does manage to get suppressed. Moving forward, these recruits first with their leader. And I've got a heavy machine gun backing up. They did end up killing a Panzerfaust I had with the team. It looks like we've got 4 50 mils missing. And I just posted up recon car. Well, these are the non-recon cars. Non-recon recon cars. Right here in case he popped his head out. And this PA-64B is still alive somehow. That's kind of incredible. And he should die shortly. So, made a good push here through this sector, being held off by a T-34, and in the woods it looks like we're getting absolutely dominated right now by a flood of CQB infantry, and there's really nothing here to prevent a roll outside this guerrilla. The Stug 3, which is getting shot from behind. Still have maintained control of the town down here. And this flag, I'm sure these 82s will be shelling this area soon. Back up to the forest. I've got my infantry lined up here. For some reason, I had him on the attack move, and he ended up being out in the open. And so my heavy machine gun's destroyed, but my Alpini are being suppressed with CB-53. Mortars, though, are hidden, so I'm just going to start shelling this area and getting suppression down. I brought in the 2nd Panzer Shrek just in case he tried to be cheeky or something. My leader goes down, so all these guys are going to get suppressed really fast. So I'm retreating. These guys will probably end up retreating as well. And no more pushes over here because I've got AT set up on the road here and spotters, so he's really not going to be able to penetrate this area. And I'm moving up my 20 mil to try to get a better view, and then bringing in radio mortars to help support this area up here. And it's just sort of a back and forth here with Pioneeries. Got a Ju-87 coming in. It's being torn up by lots of 20 mil. It's destroyed. All those 50 mils got pushed back and are suppressed. My auto Linda is still alive, but is suppressed, so it doesn't see the Moti over here. And my mortars have managed to stay alive, but they surrendered my troops up here. I do have an armored car moving in, which will be very useful, and I have a field gun covering this area here. Another commander, and should be some more infantry coming behind him. 81s are now set up. Checking the rest of the map down here. Still holding this sector. Like I said, I think trying to get across that bridge is about impossible. I guess if you had, even if you had the Shermans, you couldn't get through that forest. It's just a really big detriment to the side. And with all this infantry, didn't end up advancing. I'm sure they easily could have taken this town. I think if he would have brought in reconnaissance, maybe moved his snipers up, or brought in a recon plane to scope it out, well, he might have noticed that and made a push. This T-34-85 is still up, causing havoc to our team, and they're just barely holding on to this flag here. Pioneers are completely suppressing everyone, but my Auto Blinda has managed to push back the Motis, and my 65 spots these Motos out in the open. So for 15 points, these guys are pretty useful. Got a mortar in here, 28 rounds left. My commander, and here come my 15-point recruits, but unfortunately my 75 is destroyed by the Zerini. These guys are really dangerous to any soft target. And down here, not a whole lot of change. We've got some Panzer IV supporting us now, and he can kind of see everything that's going on. The Panther D has moved up, but we have an IS-2 moving in, which, let's see if he... Who's spots who? IS-2 gets the first shot, and then there's a bounce. And he's wisely moving into cover here. T-34-85s are retreating for some reason. Oh, it would be great if we had some AT in this forest, but I'm sure they'd get spotted along the way. Another Panther back here. So this Sherman, everyone's just kind of staying back in their zone. We've got action going on up here. So we've got Nebelwerfers firing. No, Panzerwerfer 150s. And they're forcing them all back. So, if you're playing the Italians, they don't get a lot of CQB infantry. I have a ton of... I have a million of these recruit cards, and it's kind of... I think it's fun playing with them. You just have to keep your commander alive and then use mortars. And mortars will really turn the metal. And hopefully I can show you that guys here, because look, I mean, I'm playing against Satchel Charge troops. And we'll have to see what happens. So I've got my 75 out in the open to get a spot down this road because I really want to take out this Zerini. And I do, but he kills me at the same time. I think I have 5 or 7 of those in my deck, though, so I wasn't too worried. And my other guy here is just flooding in troops, lots of leader cards. So my 20 mils and packs are still up, and now I've got mortars. So I brought in an aircraft earlier and spotted this 25 mil, so I'm going to attempt to destroy him. And hopefully we can, because we have radios. At the same time, Panzerschreck is destroyed. CD has a good view. Unfortunately, I don't have my recon car in position yet. And so I'm already starting to take heavy machine gun fire and sniper fire here. I didn't notice, and I didn't notice that my mortar was moving in first. It's a big mistake. I think I've only got 4 cards of these pioneering squads. But these 15-point recon cars are immensely useful in situations like this. And the GNRs are meh, but they do get that vision buff. They're stationary, and they get 4 submachine guns. And they're only 20 points. But as you can see, I've got stars going up against 2 stars. They do push off his reconnaissance squad, which is just sniping guy after guy. And down here we've got a bunch of guys with outdated Lebel rifles taking on Russ Astoria assaults. I don't know. I found this match really fun just because there was a whole lot of disheartened infantry spam, and I don't know. It's just a different way to play the game. Most guys bring in these double, triple vetted infantry, like you see here in the center, and that works really, really well. You don't often see the World War I style throw men into the meat grinder, but I think it's kind of fun. Is taking fire from a Panther now. Auto Blinda is spotting these Motis, which is really helping me out a lot because of their suppression. And these ones are gone. They did get their grenade off and are immediately pinned, unfortunately for me. I do have another mortar moving forward. I am moving forward a reconnaissance team who has their own armored car. I think these things look kind of cool. Check it out, mustache. All right, so no movement here, but we have a ton of infantry coming in. Still haven't capped this flag. This would be huge if we could because we're a 12-12. Playing very smartly with this Panthers, though. This guy's been here since the beginning of the match. And we've got a Dio coming in, and they had brought in quite a few anti-aircraft. There's one man left on this 25 mil. And the counter battery fire was pretty intense, so my 81 was destroyed. And I've got more and more recruits coming forward. I'm pushing up another machine gun to cut off his lane, and I'm amazed that this thing is still up with all the fire it's taking right now. The Panzerwerfer fire takes out one of the artillery pieces, but the other is untouched, and up here we have suppression. That's a good move. And now we have some Tar Savrandoru. I don't know if I pronounced that right, probably not. And we actually have some Flame Pioneers moving forward and pushing back these Rustatori troops. So, looks like he got off a napalm strike here. Surrenders Rustatori assault. We've got a Pioneer assault. It's a Brandenburger. Not sure who's going to win this one. It's a triple vet, so especially after that grenade. No, I don't know. They both fall back. It only takes two casualties from the grenade. Big boom over here. Not sure what that was. Oh, it's a gorilla over here. Just ground firing. And we know this 50's here, so I think I'm going to try and shell this area. Got just over a platoon of men moving forward with the leader. We've got light recon support, and Panzerschreck in reserve in case he tries to move something in. And then another light recon vehicle, which looks like they still haven't dismounted. These guys are out, which is bad, but not getting spotted yet. And again, having these GNR commanders with their discipline buff removes the suppression problems with these sergeant troops. Nice bonus. Keeping these guys alive is super important. 45 minutes takes about squad. Now we've got view here to cover this area heavy. He's moving his Hurricane's coming in for a strike. Destroys my mortar, but machine gun and commander. So these guys are double-headed with commander right now. I believe I have a overall commander somewhere, so that's why they're 2 stars now. It's just basis. And so these guys are probably gonna die. But we've got Panzergrens moving forward, and we've been basically managed to push him out of this wooded area here, so this is where it starts to get kind of fun. He's never able to recover the sector. Our 20 mils are set up in a good position, takes out the Spitfire. I find that I've used a lot of Spitfires, to be honest. They just seem to not have any resiliency. And here we go with the infantry waves moving in. We got a Pack 37 moving up too. Leader, heavy leader getting. That's a big bomb. JU-88. Sherman is destroyed, but gets the Gorilla. It's probably by this Flak 85. Take down that aircraft. So I've got another pioneering squad moving up and more mortars. I think I have 6 of these mortars in the deck because I brought them in phase A instead of B. I've never used 12, I think is what comes in phase B. So I'm trying to get better at bringing in the right amount of veterancy for these matches. I do have a 90 mil moving up, and he almost gets hit by this artillery fire, which wants to take out my Pack 40. I'm assuming it took out something over here. So I'm moving these guys now, and I've moved this other Pack 40 up here, which still has a view of that road. Everybody else down here is just hanging out. But the Panther is being aggressive, moving forward. Get a flanking shot on him. 234-85 from the front, and turn 2 from the side. He's falling back. And the Pack 36 is in vision of the Tehran 2. He's gonna get hit. Destroyed, so hopefully we can get this porch. Tannenberg is covering this roadway, and now those are got him on those Panzerwerfers again, which are doing a good job of counter battery fire and suppression. Now have my pioneering moving in and additional group squads. I have 2 leaders up here in case one goes down to artillery. See, gets spotted by the pioneering. It should be destroyed. Pieces. Now the Alpini spot the Von Natori de Car. That's probably wrong. They're going to throw their grenade though. And there goes 15 points. So I do have my mortars firing at this spot. Looks like retreated before I was able to get him, but now we have Panzer Grenadiers pushing south while I'm pushing in this direction. And I've got additional people coming, and so does he. We just have a ton of infantry in our decks. And my 90 mil is out in the open to basically spot any aircraft. And down here, we've got a breakthrough with Brandenburger. There's a little pocket here. But if he can move these guys through here, you can probably wipe them all out. Pioneer is now in the lead. Mortars forward enough to have another scar. I don't think he got a mortar off. I moved in case he did. Guess what? I did not know he had autos in here. So, and they're triple vetted too. I realize what's happening and start to move back. got my 45 mil, which hopefully I know this back. Light up the storm here. These guys probably die. I'm just trying to get everyone back. Looks like I forgot to push this back. Because, I mean, what's it going to do when I get across, right? Just be able to nail them, and it looks like we have Sturm Pioneers moving up to help out. And this road is closed. He's all the way back here now. He's got a flak 88, and Tannenbergers did exactly what I mentioned. It looks like they will completely wipe that sector out. Allied off-map coming in here soon. We've got more and more and more cards moving forward. Oh, I brought in 81s, but it looks like you retreated before I had a chance to suppress this infantry. Let's see if I get any suppression on these. It looks like they're a little short. Stone Pioneer can do it. Now I got 81s coming in on this, along with these 45s. Got them all pinned down. This is exactly what I wanted. So, we've got these 2 platoons of infantry pushing back and single platoon. And he's going to fall right back into these Panzer Grenadiers. The 81s are falling on them again. So finally getting on target with the 81s. I believe he's out of ammo already. We're just... I'm pushing hard here, because I assume he's all suppressed. Got all these guys coming in after him to cover this area. Panzerschreck, but down here again, that area was wiped out. It's too bad we can't. Anybody who's coming through here is just going to get spotted and destroyed. So can't really do anything about this area yet unless we have artillery. But the Brandenburgers really doing a phenomenal job this area out. It looks like they are all suppressed from that off map. Not a ton of damage I can see. And here comes the waves. And just so you know, we're at a 13-11 right now. My 81s again. Every time I use my mortars, it looks like you had 5 rounds left. I'm immediately anti-aircraft that we've continued to move forward. And very aggressive moves here to capture this flag, but now we're at a 14-10. Are getting spotted out in the open. Got these guys spotting with that security buff. And we move forward. Having machine guns. Lots and lots of infantry. Emergency fire on us here. So let's see what that does to all the infantry we have lined up here, because we have like a company of men. It's like lots and lots of suppression. Calarisi Moto spotting my Alpini. He's got 2 MG42s. Taking a lot of suppression. And he's a triple that. This emergency fire really didn't do much. It suppress us. These Alpini squads, they're only an 8-man squad. It's destroyed. And Brandenburger still going through the forest, clearing it out. He's out of everything. Almost. Panther being aggressive, moving forward. But 75 mil. Looks like he's trying to move that up now. Another off map. 2 off maps. One from us, one from them. Our entire line here is just suppressed by that off map, and I really don't need this guy's still a lot of them are still full. See if the Sherman makes it out alive. It's just getting totally wiped over here. Man, that thing is almost it manages to escape. 17-pounder up here. We do get the spotter finally. 410 just taking an intense fire over here. Look at all these Crusaders. 6 Crusader AA. What's going to happen down here? We're checking this out. Still haven't capped this flag. That's a bit disappointing. We're at a 13-11. Panthers still alive. It looks like he's been taking artillery fire. Got some damage. And we'll check on the center here. See if I went too far. So, took this area, but I mean, man, it's just a mass of troops. Never ended up pushing deeper. Just holding on to that forest. And here, still haven't been pushed off this flag. Like I said, I feel like once you lose this flag, it's just impossible. And then if you try to set up stuff here, it gets spotted from up here. It's just really hard as red to defend this area, even with 17-pounders and 76 mil AT guns. It's tough because you don't have enough cover and your reinforcements are cut off. So Panzergrens in the forest against Ottos. Hey, we got this flag finally. Awesome. So we're at 1410 again. Back where we're at. We've got more and more infantry coming forward. Offman's going to hit the 75 right as he drives into the sector. Hopefully. For us. Cabbage match. It's just... No, he unlocked it right at the end. That's a good strike. Look at all these AT guns coming in. And I'm making a move. I'm trying to get across here now. Well, put up the attack beacon. He's got tons of men moving forward. Put this IG-18 spot down. This is 140 points for all this right here. So what's that? One heavy tank. The IG-18's moving forward, but he's got the IL-2 with the napalm. No! takes out one squad and does some suppression to this one as he's walking through flames. Bringing in more and more recruits. Go to the squads. Starting to take care of the infantry supporting me. Squads manages to kill the guy. And we're in the forest. Look at squads. Not as efficient as in the forest. More squads moving forward, and I did leave some in the back. I was afraid that these guys were going to get taken off if I brought them on the field. I probably should have brought them with me. So the Moto squad is destroyed, and I'm taking already fire from somebody on our team. Another surrender over here. I don't think. Machine guns. We got two squads. Let's see what happens. Shrapniki moving in though. It's a 20-man squad with 13 Muslim guns. And, two of my Alpini are falling back, and my GNR are pinned down from artillery fire. We've got more squads moving forward, and these guys Shrapnikis moving in. I mean, these are big beefy squads. One of my recruits goes down, moving more forward. Trying to see what I can do. I had no idea. It almost happened. GNR is killed, which makes these guys so bad, fast. Getting Moto squads in the forest is probably the best thing I can do. So we're a couple of twos. Left the commander back here. Moved up. The armored car. Probably should have brought more of these in, but it looks so useful. Area. There are only 15 points though. I don't think I brought in a single tank. If I did, I brought in one. And everything else, I got some 81s here. There's still a few rounds left. And we got radio coverage on everything, so get some artillery. Oh, here we go. Shrapnel piece. ME-410s. Striking round. SS3. I'm moving up a field gun and my mortars now, which, in retrospect, should have done it earlier and screened it with infantry first. This guy is being awesome. So the 65, I think the reload rate's pretty high. Yeah, 12 rounds a minute. Blast is pretty small, but 12 rounds a minute, we got 2 kills in that one. Now I got my worst machine gun in the game set up, the M37. So 5 seconds left till the big booms. And we're at 11:13 still. 4 minutes left. SG-43 is destroyed. Miki, all suppressed. He has 2 up to the north. .75 mil is destroyed. And we've maintained control of this forested area. This is interesting. Is still alive? And the Sherman Still up after that one already started. That's a different one. Firing on my infantry down here. Peonies. Fighting in Shrapniki. I guess the only good thing I can say about these Alpinis is that they can use their LMG in the forest, but my 45s can reach. So they're pinned down and they get a surrender. These have a 540 meter range. And I mean, I consider this area closed off. Let's see what else is going on back here. Still maintain this. Boy, this guy was putting in work. I put in a AT gun down here, trying to snipe this Sherman, and he was taking fire from the Indian scouts, and it looks like mortar fire as well. So I moved him back. These guys are still alive. I mean, he's never made an attempt to try to come back down this road again, and if he did, I have another cannon set up right there. So we've got another, it looks like another off map going on up here. And more moto squads coming in. Panther dueling with the Sherman? No. T-34s. And Storm Pioneers and Brandenburger moving in. Just being shelled. My recruits are going in two different directions here. So I'm just going to try to make a push here. We're out of time, basically. The game is over with 30 left. So I figured, just going to give him a shot. He's got an emergency off map. Let's see if he takes out any of this German infantry here. Jaegers destroyed. I think that was with the Sherman. The rest are bunkering down. Field guns destroyed. M37 still up. He has retaken this forested area from us, but unfortunately for the red team, that's going to be it for them. As we're at 10-14, and it doesn't look like they're going to take anything back. I'd say if I was red, the biggest disappointment is this right here. Smoke screen or something. Could have taken all of this. But, you know, if you don't have the information, you're not going to take the chance. And then blue getting this early was huge. Like I said, I feel like it's impossible to get that back. It's not hard. It's easy to hold this town. It's very hard to make a push through here because you get 2K firing at you from two directions. And that's the match. So, we won a minor victory, it looks like. Not sure how well I did. 1085 to 1325. It's not going to show me my kills, it's going to show someone else's. So, I hope you guys enjoyed the match. If you did, like and subscribe for more content, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care.